Hey guys, and welcome back to the Renaissance Man, where Robbie, me, takes you through different parts of culture and gives you facts. Not opinions, facts. Okay, this week we're going to do sports, alright? I'm really excited about this. We're going to jump in the NBA playoffs, I'm going to give you my predictions, and then we're going to go through the NFL draft, and I'll give you a grade for about 8 teams. Alright, so, first off, my Hawks. They lost to the Celtics, and it saddened me. Alright, but now the Boston Celtics are playing the 76ers, and I really think Boston's going to take this. They're going to take it in 7 games. The 76ers got Iguodala, and Iguodala's got a shot going right now, and I really think this is going to be a close series, but Boston's going to pull it out in 7. Alright, then we got the Heat. The Heat and the Pacers. Miami's lost 1 game against them already, but I don't think they'll lose another. Miami's going to win this in 5 games. Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, just too much for the Pacers. Then, let's go to the Western Conference, where the Thunder are playing LA Lakers. The Thunder are going to sweep the Lakers, alright? Sweep them in 4 games, and Kobe Bryant will suffer his first sweep in his entire career in the playoffs. It's going to be sad, but yes, he's going to take it. Then, we got the Spurs playing the Clippers. Tony Parker and Tim Duncan are going to take the Clippers in 5 games. 5 games for the Spurs and the Clippers. Alright, so, then we're going to move to the finals. I really think that the Boston Heat matchup is going to be fantastic. It's going to be Game 7, Heat versus Boston, and Heat's going to take it in 7 games. Same for the Western Conference. I really think the Spurs and the Thunder are going to take it to 7 games, but Tony Parker and Tim Duncan are going to be too much for the Thunder, and experiences will prevail over skill and speed. All right. Then in the NBA Finals, we're going to have the Heat versus the Spurs. Fantastic matchup. King James versus Tim Duncan, the resilient Tim Duncan, who never backs down, has been going strong since 2000, and I think he's going to finish his career with a ring on his finger. Yep, that's right, folks. The Spurs are going to take the Heat in 6 games. Tim Duncan and Tony Parker will be too much for the Miami Heat without Chris Bosh. So that's my predictions for the NBA playoffs. Now let's move on to the NFL. Guys, the NFL is so awesome to me. I love it. And I've spent so much time looking at each team, looking at what they needed and what they got, and what to look forward to in the future. So let me give you some grades here. First, let's start off with Arizona. Arizona needed to get Fitzgerald some help, and they did. They got Michael Floyd from out of Notre Dame. It was a fantastic pickup. They picked up some defensive players that they needed help with, and they got a running back too. So they really helped themselves, so I give them an A. Unfortunately, I think Kevin Kolb's not the man for the job, but we'll wait and see. My Atlanta Falcons, they get a B. They needed some playmakers on defense or maybe even at tight end, and they didn't do that. They went and got some help on the offensive line and the defensive line. Exactly what they needed, but I just would have liked to see them get some playmakers. All right, Baltimore. Baltimore, you get an A because you just reloaded on defense and you picked up some wide receivers too. So you helped out your quarterback and you got some new defensive blood in there. It's going to be fantastic to see them play this year. Buffalo Bills. Okay, Buffalo Bills last year started off 5-0. Then Fred Jackson got hurt and it went downhill from there, all right? But what did they do in this draft? They went and filled in every gap they needed help on. They got help on defense. They needed help on offense. They got it all. Fantastic draft for the Buffalo Bills, and I expect big things from them this year. Carolina Panthers, you get a C, okay? Just because you get a big-name linebacker does not mean that makes your draft awesome, okay? You needed to get Cam Newton some help on offense, and you didn't do that. Steve Smith cannot be his only target, and you cannot rely on the running game, okay? Because it's not that good for you anymore. Your offensive line is beat up, and yes, you filled some holes, but you needed Cam Newton. You need to get him some help. He can't carry the team again this year by himself. And that's what you're expecting him to do. Chicago, you get a C. All right. Not only are you dumb for not re-signing Matt Forte, the most versatile running back in the league, but you only picked up Alshon Jeffrey on offense. What are you doing? You need to help your quarterback. You need to get some more offensive firepower, and you didn't do that. All right. So you get a C. Cincinnati, guys. Cincinnati had the best draft of any team in the NFL, all right? They filled in every position they needed help, okay? They racked in talent. They racked in playmakers. Kirkpatrick from Alabama at DB is going to help they're going to help their secondary so much, all right? Orson Charles played with A.J. Green at Georgia, and they were so awesome together, and that's going to coincide into the NFL. It's going to be great to watch them play together. All right, and I really think that Andy Dalton is the man for the job in Cincinnati. Then let's move to Cleveland. Cleveland, you get a C as well. Why do you think just because you pick up Trent Richardson that saves your team? You needed to go out and get other players, so you made all these trades, you trade all these draft picks just to get Trent Richardson, but then you don't do anything else. You had a running back last year in Peyton Hillis. You need wide receivers, all right? Colt McCoy is not your problem. The problem is he doesn't have people to throw to, all right? So I really think that they deserve to see. I probably would have given them lower, but they did fill some holes on the offensive line. So guys, that's my draft. Those are my draft grades for the first segment. That's my NBA playoffs predictions. All right, you guys have a great week. Go be great, and I'll see you next time.